Welcome to Gori, birthplace of famous dictator Joseph Stalin. We arrived here last night. We've got 3 whole days here?
Yeah.
Something like that. Most people come here, I think, on a day trip from Uplistsikhe. We didn't want to rush, so we've decided to spend a few days here, taking it easy and learning what we can. You excited, Danny?
Yeah.
Our hostel host, George, who you just saw, we were talking about going to get some food from the shops to put in the fridge, and immediately he jumped up and said, right, I'll take you to the best market in town. So we've just been to the best market in town.
My friend, my friend, second friend, this was
Dobry
very crazy man. No, she don't say it in English language. I say this is very good, okay? I say it's crazy, very good.
Okay.
Zaza, you are crazy.
And now we're on the way back, and he's like, oh, you should see the local park as well. So he's brought us to the local park to have a little look around before we go back. What would the birthplace of Stalin be without a statue of Stalin? But what this park also has are these old USSR rides. Who needs modern ones when the USSR ones were built to last and still work? Look at that, still going strong. When they just turned it on, it squeaked horribly and I thought it was children screaming, but it was just this machine starting up. Decades old, but it's fine. We've made a new friend. Haven't we? We made a new friend. Friend. Nice friend. Oh. We've read that you still have to be careful around here about how negative or disparaging you are about the famous person born here, because some people are still fairly proud of it, which you'd wonder why, right? But I think, to be honest, a small town like this, it's probably their only claim to fame. What's this? Oh, this is... We're walking down Stalin Avenue right now. So this is our first stop, the Stalin Museum. This is the train that he used on all official journeys that he could go by rail. He preferred to go by train, apparently. It's like a guard room. This is a lot bigger than we could afford in London. This is a guest bedroom. He really travelled in style, didn't he?
He's got like a little step house.
Yeah. This is his bathroom. We're on a train, but he has an actual bath in there. That is style. Plush. I think this was his bedroom. And then his function meeting room. They had lots of meetings and stuff. They had a heating system down here for when it was cold. And in there, they've got air conditioning for when it was boiling hot. Or, well, they have the heating here, so this is the cold and the hot. So you might not have travelled by plane very much, but I think this is probably a lot more comfortable actually.
Yeah. Been in some of the sleeper trains we've been on.
Some of them, yeah. The tour was quite interesting, wasn't it?
No, it was. It was informative.
It was, and it was nowhere near as biased as we thought it would be. And they didn't talk a lot about the bad things that Stalin did. Yeah, they didn't talk about any of that. But you know, in terms of the things they spoke about, it's kind of just very factual. He grew up here. This is his family. His family live here and there. There's some things that different countries sent after he died. And then now they've got like this new part which shows the bad stuff, which is basically a replica KGB office, and they talk about the fact that, you know, there were gulags and lots of people starved. They didn't go deeply into anything at all, but it was fairly interesting, wasn't it? And what's really funny is they've got a little gift shop, and you can buy yourself like mugs and fridge magnets and tote bags with Joseph Stalin on them. I just wonder, like, who buys
I've seen
them?
some weird, like, souvenir shops in Vietnam as well.
Yeah, who buys these things? And if you buy them, like, do you take them out in public? This morning we got a marshutka out of Gori, and we're going to go and see the ancient cave town of Uplistsikhe, which is, yeah, that's how you say it. So the marshutka drops you off here along this bridge, and then you need to walk over there, and actually we can see it from here already, over there. Apparently this is one of the oldest cities built in Georgia, and it was built, I think, something like originally 1000 BC. Spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours inside, and although it's not heaving now, there are a lot more people than when we first came in. So I think if you prefer, when you go and see places, to be a little quieter, then do come in the morning. Yeah, we got here maybe around 11, just after 11, and there wasn't too many people. And it's been so cool. I love these places, and I love imagining what it would have been like for people who lived here, you know, 3,000, 2,000 years ago, because their lifestyles must have just been so different. And also what we see is just such a tiny amount of what it actually was. Like, you know, all we see is the rocks, but people, you know, will have painted their houses, and you know, what were their shops like, and you know, where did they hang out. It's really, really cool. So yeah, definitely worth a visit. Definitely worth the 7 lari entrance fee, and like 2 to get here. This is our last day in Gori today, and this morning we're making our way up to the Gori fortress. It's got basically a super long history, which started sometime before the 1300s, and there was lots of fights over it. And there's an interesting story of one time when the Ottomans had it and the Georgians were trying to get it back, and then the Georgians were pretending that because it was Lent they weren't gonna attack, so the Ottomans let down their guard and then the Georgians attacked and got it back. We followed this path all the way up from the bottom where we get to this point, and then suddenly all we've got is this, and now I'm not sure if this is the right way to get in. Any more path up there? Should we just walk round and see if we can get to it? So this is the way we should have come. Yeah, we must have just gone into the wrong section. Never mind. There's not very much left, is there? So we're done inside the fortress. It wasn't actually very big, was it? And there wasn't anything inside. But it was nice to go up there and have a look out over the city. And walk through the church gardens here. And earlier when we were walking we spotted this statue, so we thought we'd go and have a look.
They have parts of their body missing because they represent people who have died in war. So like he's missing some of his arm, he's missing his limbs.
And his head.
Yeah.
So do you know when this was like built? It's fairly new.
Yeah, definitely.
Some more friends by the statue. They were called Vasily and Vasil, but two very similar names. And they must have been drinking from fairly early, but they're
Откуда? America,
Polski, Angielski.
Oh,
Polska, Anglia. A wy? Gruziński?
да, грузинский.
Русский знает, Gori, да, Gori.
He offered to go home and bring us some more. He's like, you guys, you all wait here with my friend. I'll go and get some more wine. It's homemade. And we're like, thank you. We're going to go for a walk now. But there we go, some more Georgian friends.
Yeah.
Everyone we've met and like had chance to properly talk to has been really, really nice, really, really like generous, haven't they?
Yeah.
They seem to like really love Polish people here. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know if any of you are Georgian and you know why I'm getting such a warm reception.
English.
Yeah, they don't mind the English, but I think they're excited that they won't understand some of it, like of what we're speaking.
Maybe it's close to Russia. It's like you're trying to learn it.
Some shared history, maybe.
Yeah, all of that.
Very interesting, but very nice. So that kind of concludes our trip to Gori. I think most people do this in a day, but I definitely from Tbilisi, but I definitely recommend at least 2 days, just so you're not rushing from one place to another. And there are a few more interesting things to see apart from the Stalin Museum and the cave city. I think it's just nicer not to have to rush around if you've got that option. I think 2 days is good. We were here for 3. We were able to take it really slowly, which was nice. And now we're off to the next place. So we'll see you in the next video.